In this video, we'll explore the importance of running Docker containers as a non-root user and how to do it effectively. We will also look at why running containers as the root user is a security risk and what measures can be taken to mitigate these risks. By default, Docker containers run as the root user with user identification 0. This grants them unrestricted access to the host system. The problem with running containers as root is that it creates potential security vulnerabilities. There are mainly two security risks of running containers as root. The first one is container breakout. Attackers can escape the container's boundaries and gain access to the host system. The second one is privilege escalation. Root access enables unauthorized modification of system settings. One way to run containers as a non-root user is by specifying the user instruction in the Dockerfile. Here is an example. First, start with the base image. For example, Python version 3.9 Slim. Then create a non-root user. For example, add user disabled password app user. Then, switch to the non-root user using the user instruction, followed by the username. Finally, copy the application files and specify the command to run the application. Another way to run containers as a non-root user is by using the user flag with the docker run command. Here are a few examples. To run with a specific user identification and group identification, use the user flag followed by the user identification and group identification separated by a colon, then specify the application name. To run with the current user, use the user flag, followed by the result of the ID command to get the user identification and group identification, then specify the application name. To run with the username, use the user flag, followed by the username, then specify the application name. When running containers as a non-root user, consider these best practices. First, set proper ownership for application directories and files to ensure the non-root user has the necessary permissions. Second, use high user identifications. Choose user identifications above 10,000 to avoid conflicts with system users. Here is a complete example of how to create a secure Docker file. Start with the base image. For example, Python version 3.9 Slim. Then, create an app user with a high user identification. For example, group add read-only app group and user add read-only, group app group, user identification 10,001, app user. Then set the ownership and switch the user. For example, make directory /app and change owner app user :app group /app. User app user. Copy with change owner is equal to app user :app group app, py/app. Finally, specify the command to run the application. Here are a few key takeaways. Never run containers as root. Use the user directive or user flag. Set proper file permissions and follow the principle of least privilege. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.